Good afternoon. Welcome to World Now at 4. Good afternoon. Welcome to Africa Today. I am Jessica Magaji Joseph. First, the headlines. President Tinubu presiding over FEC meeting in Aso Rock. Federal government begin immigration, fire service recruitment August. ECOWAS court strikes out suit seeking to hold Ghana liable for Jamaica-Gambia killings in 2005. And on sport, Edo Queens begins preparation for CAF Women's Champions League qualifier. Now the news in detail. President Bola Tinubu is currently presiding over the Federal Executive Council meeting at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. The meeting, which started at noon, is expected to make decisions concerning key sectors of the Nigerian economy. The meeting has in attendance a majority of the ministers who make up the cabinet members. The Martin Amewule-led House of Assembly has shut down all expenditures of the Rivers State until Governor Simi Fubara presents his budget before the House. This comes after the expiration of the 7-day ultimatum of the faction gave to Governor Simi Fubara to present the 2024 budget before the House. Major Jack raised a motion informing the House about the expiration of the 7-day ultimatum given to the governor to present the 2024 budget before the House. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have intercepted quantities of cocaine and opioids such as tramadol, pentazocine injection, morphine sulfate, ketamine injection, among others, concealed in soles of shoes, clothes, and other items being shipped to the United States, United Kingdom, and Cyprus by a syndicate. While not less than 250 grams of cocaine going to Cyprus was hidden in soles of custom-made shoes, over 5 kilograms of opioids heading to the US and UK were discovered by NDLEA officers of the Directorate of Operations and General Investigation in clothes and other household items meant to be shipped through some courier firms in Lagos. Let's have you know that Katsina State Nigerian Security Forces have arrested one Aisha Abubakar for allegedly transporting ammunition to terrorist groups operating in Katsina State. The suspect was arrested in a covert operation conducted by a joint task force during stop and search routine. Confirming the arrest, security analyst and counterinsurgency expert Zagazola Makama stated that authorities found ammunition in the suspect's luggage during a routine search. He said that the suspect initially denied involvement but later confessed to be transporting the ammunition to terrorist group from Nasarawa State. When we return, news from other parts of West Africa. Please stay with us. Welcome back. The ECOWAS Court of Justice has ruled as inadmissible 3 of the 4 grounds of a suit filed by the son of a deceased Ghanaian seeking to hold the country liable for, among other things, failure to investigate the disappearance of his father, one of the 50 West Africans killed by a Gambian paramilitary unit during the Jammeh reign in the Gambia in 2005. The 50 migrants, mainly from the Republic of Ghana and the Federal Republic of Nigeria, were in transit in the country when they were reportedly arrested and later executed by the paramilitary units. In dismissing the grounds, the court agreed with the government of Ghana that the human rights violations complained by the applicant, Isaac Mensah, son of the deceased Peter Mensah, were committed outside the jurisdiction of Ghana, but in the Republic of Gambia at a time when the Ghanaian government had neither knowledge nor access to intervene in the matter. Gambia's parliament on Monday rejected a bill that would have ended a ban on female genital mutilation after lawmakers voted down all the clauses in proposed law, Parliament Speaker Fabakary Tombong Jatta said. The bill to overturn the ban had passed the second reading in March, with only 5 out of 53 lawmakers voting against it, raising concerns among rights groups that Gambia would become the first country to reverse a ban on the practice. Lawmakers on Monday voted again on each of the bill's clauses ahead of a third and final reading scheduled for July 24th, with a majority voting against each clause. That prompted Jatta to stop the bill moving forward to the final reading. We move to other parts of Africa after this break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. Rwandans are voting Monday in a presidential election that is expected to extend the long rule of President Paul Kagame, who has held power since 1994. Some voters in the capital Kigali arrived as early as 5 a.m. and waited for polls to open. There were long lines at some polling stations. Election authorities say 9.5 million Rwandans are registered to vote in the population of 14 million. Provisional results are expected later on Monday. Congo has said it will not require the withdrawal of the UN peacekeepers from its North Kivu province due to the presence of Rwanda forces and Rwanda-backed M23 rebels. Foreign Minister Therese Kayingwamba said that the situation in the east of the country was not conducive for a true pullout. A UN report said this week 3,000 to 4,000 Rwandan troops were fighting the Congolese army and overseeing rebel operations. On Friday, the Congolese army accused the rebels of violating a humanitarian ceasefire announced by the US. President Felix last September demanded the withdrawal of peacekeepers, accusing them of refusing to confront the rebels. Dozens of people were killed in demonstrations targeting MONUSCO, based in eastern Congo. A first phase saw peacekeepers complete their departure from South Kivu province in June. The M23 rebels rekindled their insurgency in 2022, taking vast areas of North Kivu from government hands and displacing close to 1 million people. The rebels say they are protecting ethnic Tutsi communities from genocide. Libyan authorities on Monday ordered the arrest of an airline official on charges of helping to illegally transport migrants to the United States via Nicaragua. The commercial director of the airline was under investigation for committing an activity harmful to the interests of the country. A statement from the Tripoli-based Attorney General Office, which did not name the suspect, it said the airline had transported hundreds of people to the Central American country of Nicaragua, who intended to then illegally enter the United States. Up next is business. Please stay with us.
This is Hillstv. Quality broadcasting is what we'll bring to you. Now we be this
Welcome back. Infrastructural activities in the construction and real estate sector contribution to Nigeria's real gross domestic product in first quarter 2024. According to the latest data released by the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics recently, the sector contributed a total of 11.2 trillion naira in the quarter compared to the 9 trillion naira generated in the fourth quarter of 2023. The report stated that the real estate sector contributed 5.20% to the GDP in the first quarter of 2024, while the construction sector contributed 4.0% of the GDP in quarter of 2024. According to the report, in nominal terms, real estate services in the first quarter of 2024 grew by 126.71%, higher by 124.34 percentage points than the growth rate reported for the same period in 2023 and also higher compared to the preceding quarter. Auto assemblies and stakeholders in the automotive industry have called on the federal government to incorporate a provision compelling ministries, departments and agencies to buy made-in-Nigeria vehicles in the National Auto Industry Development Plan Bill. In the same vein, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been urged to expedite action towards assenting to the NAIDP bill, also known as Auto Policy, to hasten the sector's development. The bill, which has been delayed for over a decade, is expected to provide a legal framework for investment in the automobile sector and encourage original equipment manufacturers to set up assembly plants in Nigeria. Still to come, sports. Please stay with us.
This is Hillstv. Quality broadcasting is what we'll bring to you. Now we be this
Hillstv, Polka.
This is Hillstv.
Welcome back. And on sports, former Super Eagles captain Silvanus Opala has stated that the next Super Eagles coach must qualify the team for the 2026 World Cup. The West Africans have failed to record a win in the qualifiers after 4 games. The 3-time African champions are second bottom in Group C with 3 points. Nigerian Women Football League champions, Edo Queens, have started preparation for the CAF Women's Champions League qualifiers. The Benin-based club have opened a 1-month training camp at the Edo State University Stadium, Iyamu. The WAFU B playoff tournament will take place in Côte d'Ivoire in the Italian top flight. Spain midfielder Rodri has hailed England star Cole Palmer as a huge talent following his side's Euro 2024 final victory over the Three Lions on Sunday night in Germany. Recall that both Rodri and Palmer featured as Spain defeated England 2-1 in the final of the Euro 2024. Palmer's goal was not enough for Gareth Southgate's side. 2 goals from Williams and Michael Oyarzabal gave La Roja the victory. However, Rodri, who was named player of the tournament, spoke highly of Palmer, who was his former club teammate at Manchester City. And that's the sport news on Africa Today. We'll move to the rest of the news after this break. Welcome back. The federal government has said the next stage of the recruitment exercise for the Nigerian Immigration Service and the Federal Fire Service would begin in August. The Secretary of the Civil Defense, Correctional Fire and Immigration Services Board, Ja'af Faru Ahmed, made this known in a statement on Sunday in Abuja. Ahmed added that the board would conclude the recruitment exercise, which was billed to end on June 15, 2024, will now end before. He said the Civil Defense, Correctional Fire and Immigration Services Board wishes to inform the general public that it will commence the next stage of the recruitment exercise in August and will conclude the exercise before the end of September 2024. And that's Africa Today. But before we go, here are the headlines again. We told you that President Tinubu presiding over FEC meeting in Aso Rock. Federal government to begin immigration, fire service recruitment, August. ECOWAS court strikes out suit seeking to hold Ghana liable for Jamaica Gambia killings in 2005. And on sport, Edo Queens begin preparation for CAF Women's Champions League qualifier. Remember to visit us on Facebook at Hillstv Abuja, Instagram at Hillstv Abuja, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Hillstv. I am Jessica Magaji Joseph. Thanks for watching.